So I've been seeing a bunch of videos on YouTube where people like go through their sketchbooks, and I've had this sketchbooks for like a year now, and I actually finished like every single page in it, which is an achievement for me. And I've been, not really doing a ton of art over the past few years, but I've been trying to draw more lately, so I thought maybe I would do that too, because reasons, I guess, or not really reasons, but anyway, so I think I got the sketchbook last May, so almost exactly a year ago, and this was the first thing I drew in it, and I think I actually drew on the way home from getting it, and this was one of the first drawings I did of my character Eris, and she's based on a rogue from Ragnarok, and she's a succubus, and I like to draw her a lot because her design is basically all the things I like to draw, which is, horns and piercings and fur trim and little tattoos and hair. So yeah, I think the first time I actually drew her was like a year before this, but I don't have that drawing anymore. Most of these are just like really shitty headshot doodles. These are my OCs, Baroque, Nocturne, and Mint. Oh, and this is Colgate. He's called that because he is minty fresh. And the narwhal horn is a tooth, apparently. So this is another sketch of Eris. This was before I'd like settled on certain aspects of her design, so she doesn't have her little under eye tattoo. This was my rogue Lament on a private Ragnarok server I play on, and she does have the tattoo, which I sort of just swiped for Eris. These are just random girls. They weren't actually specific characters, but I gave them the melody tattoos because not very good at talking on camera. This is Vale. She's my Aasimar, and she's my favorite Pathfinder character right now. So most of my drawings are either of her or mostly her. Oh, so these are Aaron and Aaron. They're my boyfriend and I's D&D characters. They're a paladin and a cleric, and they are twin halflings, and they are adorable. This is my alchemist Mira. I think I doodled that while we were playing a session. More Eris. I think I drew this in the airport on my way to Germany. This was right after we got our bunny Hazelnut, like 2 days afterwards, and then I had to leave the country for like 3 days. I was really upset, so I drew like a human version of her. Don't really like it, but one of the coolest things about her is she has 2 different colored eyes, so. Another doodle of Eris. Draw her a lot in this. This is Lace. She is one of my older characters. She's an important story character, and she's adorable, and I love her. These were more doodles of Eris. I wasn't sure if this one is also her, or if it's just another horned girl, but this one is her. It was a prototype for my druid fairy. Veil with an alternate hairstyle. As you can see, I mostly just draw busts because I can't draw bodies because they're impossible. Another drawing of Lace. I made her into an oracle because she's blind and she's a healer, but you can't really do blind characters effectively in Pathfinder unless you take a certain oracle curse. So that's why she's an oracle instead. Another drawing of Mint. She always looks out of proportion whenever I draw her. I think it's because of her outfit. So I need to like start drawing her without her clothes on first because she always looks really weird. This is Ply. She's my Shadowrun character. Apparently this sketchbook is just full of D&D characters. Another drawing of Ply. I think we were actually playing when I drew these. These are a bunch of sketches I did during Pathfinder session. We got like attacked by crabs, so I was just doodling during the whole fiasco. It was like a water temple, and it was really not fun. Another drawing of Baroque. I really like her design. Her hair is always a pain to draw, and I'm never sure what I want to do with the dress details. Another drawing of Eris. She was still nameless at this point. I couldn't decide on a name for her for months and months and months. Another prototype of Glimmer. Another one. I really don't like this picture anymore. I didn't really like it when I drew it. More Eris. Her whole thing is that her design changes, which is why her horns are always different shapes. And I mean, I say her hair and everything else can change too, but I usually just draw it long. But like her color scheme and everything also changes. This is Claret. She's the character that I take my username from. My current username anyway. She was also a Ragnarok character a really long time ago. It's a really bad drawing of one of my story characters. A less bad drawing of another story character. This is Citrine. She's a imperfect homunculus. And everybody loves her. She's great. She's horrible bird mom. This was going to be a doodle of Lace and my boyfriend's Pathfinder Society character, but I didn't finish it. I did finish this. This was the like preliminary sketch. I drew a doodle of Aaron and Aaron for Christmas for my boyfriend, and I tore out the actual one I used. Just a random girl, another random person. A sketch of Lace. I was trying something with like a slightly different style. I didn't really like it, so I didn't finish it. This is Typhoon. She's a minor story character. This is a really weirdly drawn Veil with like a totally different hairstyle. Yeah. More Veil. Really terrible proportions. Another chibi of Mint. Apparently I only drew like 4 or 5 different characters in this book. Not great headshot of Eris. I never scanned that one. A little chibi of Ether. He's the main character in my story. And he's a cute little cinnamon roll, and I love him, and he deserves better. Bad headshot of Veil. Another doodle of Veil and a random elf girl thing. More Veil. I never finished drawings of her because I'm never sure what I want to do with her outfit design, and her wings are sort of a pain to draw, so I just kind of scribble. This was during Pathfinder session. We were like digging up our own dead bodies. It's really, it doesn't make much sense out of context. More Veil. I actually really like this one. I really want to color it digitally sometime because I like how it turned out. I like how her hair looks for once. I feel like I have a hard time drawing her hairstyle, but I really like how this one turned out. This was supposed to be Ply. Not very good. This one was kind of controversial. This is another drawing of Eris. this is when I decided I wanted to like make her in Ragnarok, so I drew her from memory, the kind of Ragnarok rogue outfit. A little bit mixed with the Stalker outfit actually, because the rogue outfit has short sleeves. But I really, really love character design in Ragnarok, so even characters that aren't part of that universe anymore, my outfits are pretty heavily influenced by it. This is Mira. She grumpy. Also Mira. I think these were both drawn while we were playing Pathfinder. Yeah, that's also Mira, so yeah, I think we were playing that night. This was supposed to be Vale. Like, a bunch of friends and I were like, we're doing drawing our characters in like vinyl outfits, and I was like, okay. And so I scribbled something and then I didn't really like it, and then I didn't draw a finished one, so it's concept art for a game my roommates are making. One of the characters. Same for this one, another character. This was going to be like doodles I was going to do for the header of my Patreon, but I ended up just using pictures I already had drawn because I'm lazy. This is a random girl, not any one of my characters. This is Eris, again, a different horn shape. I really like drawing fur trim, so... Ew, this one's bad. That was also Eris. Also Eris. This one, and these two, and this one, which I love, were all drawn the same night. And I used reference pictures for this one. And really like how this one turned out. Definitely very much just the regular Ragnarok rogue outfit. And the horn shape is also based on an item in Ragnarok, so just sort of a rogue in this one. This was another reference image. I didn't like how it turned out, so I didn't finish it. This is of my character Viola. That's Claret and a random little demon person. This is when I was working on my Patreon. This is a really shitty sketch of Rhapsody. This was going to be the concept for a drawing I was going to draw for my anniversary for me and my boyfriend, but then I never did it, and hopefully he doesn't watch this video and see it, because I wanted to draw it actually at some point, so that's not anything. Another doodle of Ply when playing. This is another drawing of Eris. This is actually one that I colored, and I made her hair like kind of a burgundy color and her dress black. I actually really like this one. I like how strong the lines are, because usually my lines get really smudgy and sketchy. More Eris. The last drawing sparked a little bit of controversy that I don't want to get into, and so I made this one in response to make myself feel better. I colored it in blue. My friend Layla drew Catalyst for me, and I really, really, really loved how she drew her, and so I decided to doodle Catalyst myself, and then it didn't really, I don't really like how it turned out, so I just didn't finish it. Another drawing of Eris. This one ended up being pink. Kind of experimenting with styles, less like super undetailed anime. I've been trying to draw lips and noses more. I really want to try drawing more than just headshots though, because that's kind of what everything in here is. So I'm trying to expand past my comfort zone, and there's a little bit more of that in here. Sketch of Ply. Sketch of Ply. Sketch of Athena. All caps, periods between each letter. She is a weird cultist. She's my backup Shadowrun character that I haven't made a character sheet for yet. This was someone's character on Starcall. I think her name was Eir, E-I-R, and the person she belongs to, their username was Tinfoil Cat. I really, really liked her design because I love wings and I love horns, and she has the bob haircut, which I also love, so I want to sketch her. I didn't really like how it turned out, so I might draw her again sometime. I was just doing quick sketches of story characters, so there's one ether, one in pastel, the other pastel, I'm not gonna go into that, and mint. See, her torso looks stretched again. I don't know if it's just her outfit design. Lace, precious cinnamon roll. This was Eris, so a couple weeks ago I went out and got a couple markers because I feel like I rely too heavily on digital art, and so I wanted to, you know, get back into doing traditional art. And I used markers a lot in high school for like school, but I don't have my colored pencils anymore, and the markers are kind of similar to how I draw digitally, so I wanted to try them out again. So I got a few, and then this was the first drawing I actually tried. So it's of Eris. I only had like 2 shades of gray, a black, and a bright red. So she's got bright red in this one, and when I was drawing it, she looked a lot like my friend's character. And so the lines are just pencil on this, and I like how it turned out at the time. But looking back on it, it looks kind of really washed out, and I'm not sure. I mean, part of it's the paper. This is really not good paper for markers at all. But I feel like if I had lined it, it might look a little bit better. So who knows, going forward. So I've been drawing like, this page was like covered in marks because it bled through. So I've been doing like 1 marker drawing a night at this point. And this was just a random character with the aesthetic I like. And I really like when people do like the shape, the colored shape in the background of an otherwise like black and white picture. I always think it looks really, really cool, so I decided to try that. And I actually really like how this one turned out. So, I kind of want to draw more like this. And since I had red and black, I really want to draw Persona 5 characters. Because I love the game, I love all the characters, and I love the style, and I think the colors are perfect for it. So I might draw Joker, and I might draw Makoto. We'll see. This is a doodle of my RO Archer Hunter Dirge, and you can see the marker drawing below it through the paper. Oops. I didn't want to color this one because I liked the sketchy hair and I didn't want to mess it up. This is my character Elegy, and I wanted to try to be more like ambitious with the background compared to the last one, so I went for it. I feel like I messed up her hair a little bit when I added the white highlights, but I still really like how it turned out. So all of these have been a really good learning experience for me because like I've never really used markers before. So my icon in Discord and a couple other places is Devila from Nier, and I really love redheads, to no one's surprise. And Povola's in-game model, the first time I played, she looked just like me because their hair is like less bright red in-game. And so I'm like, oh wow, I really love these characters. And so they're like my favorite characters in the game. And I like Devila's theme a bit more because she's the music theme character. And I really like that. But Popola looks like me with her hairstyle, so I drew her first. And then I drew Devila to match. I don't like this one as much. I think her face looks a little bit off. But I'm gonna try drawing full body versions of that. But their outfits are perfect because they're white and black and red. Those are the colors I had. This is a really not great sketch of Ether. I don't really like it. Tried something different with the highlights. I don't think it worked out very well. This was a mermaid sketch. I did the first day. I didn't finish it because I didn't like it. This is when I got the new colors, and they were just, you know, pinks and greens, and that's what Mint's color scheme is. So I drew this, and I really like how it turned out. There's parts I don't like, but learning experience, blah, blah, blah. another mermaid sketch. I was gonna color this one digitally, but I wasn't really feeling up for it, so I might do it some other time. Meaning I probably won't. This I did, not yesterday, the day before yesterday. And this is Rhapsody again. The colors were perfect for her because she has sort of a weird gradient, kind of peachy to pink hair color. And I really like how this turned out for the most part. I think I overdid it on her hair a bit, but I really like how Copics blend. They look really, really cool. And every time I do one of these, I think I learn a lot more. And now that this sketchbook is basically empty, or full, opposite of empty, I can actually use the mixed media sketchbook I got for coloring with markers, which works so much better than this paper. This paper is not good for them. So my boyfriend and I watched Devilman Crybaby, and one, it was very shocking, and I'm not sure how much I actually liked it because it sort of had themes that really upset me and make me anxious, but I really, really, really liked the design of Cyrene, so I drew a little doodle of her as the last picture, and yeah, that's it. Got a mixed media sketchbook now, and I'm probably going to keep trying to do marker drawings once a day or once every other day or something. And if you sat through all of that, thanks. And I don't know how to end videos, so bye.